Yo, what's up, guys? Today, man, I've been talking about my Patriots today losing 27-21 to the Buffalo Bills. A game that outside of the first play of the game, the kick return touchdown from Jalen Reagor, I was rooting for the Patriots to lose the game from then on there. The first play of the game, I'm like, oh shit, Reagor did his thing. And then Zappy literally just loses his mind. I don't know what happens. And he forgets to play the game of football for the first half of the game. Second half plays better, but he also played the worst fourth quarter all the way in NFL history. We had 4 turnovers with like 10 minutes plus in the second quarter to go. Like, that was disgusting. Could have had 5, but Kevin Harris, they called it a fumble initially, but he went down. Zappy would have picked 6. The first pick going to Gesicki and double coverage. I don't know who he thought Mike Gesicki was. Just terrible game today for the Patriots. But hey, we might have a top 4 pick. At the end of the video, I'm gonna look at Tankathon when it updates the Patriots record, because the Cardinals won today, which is absolutely matched for the Patriots because they are right now number 2 in the NFL draft order. So hey, if the Patriots can lose out, whew, that'll be nice. Pats have 2 games left. No, Pats have 1 game left. Wow. Next week is the last game of the regular season against the Jets with our 15-game winning streak against those freaks. This is why this game was so massive to lose, and why last game's win was so bad for the draft pick, because we could have been 4-12, position ourselves for at least the top 4, if not top 3 pick with the loss against the Broncos. But now with the Broncos win, if you win this week or next week against the Jets, that would make us 5-12, and I think we dropped down in the rankings. So hey, we did lose to the Bills. Bills spent the one time I rooted for you guys to beat us, because other than that, fuck off. But this time around, this is actually not even a good win for the Bills. Like, Bills, y'all can't even say that. The last 2 weeks, y'all barely beat Easton Stick and the Chargers. And this week, you barely beat Bailey Zappi, who threw 3 picks. Like, the Bills are probably going to make the playoffs. They have a chance next week of winning the division, the AFC East, which is absolutely insane to even say. But they have the Bills are playing the Dolphins for the division championship in the AFC East. Imagine after all of this, the Bills end up going 11-6 and making the playoffs and win the AFC East. That would be absolutely insane. And what a choke from the Dolphins. They had the division for so long. Like, this is going to be a big time game. I cannot wait to watch that. But now on to the game. Shout out to Jalen Reagor in the beginning of the game. First play of the game, takes it all the way for a touchdown right here.
Jalen Reagor will get the kickoff from Tyler Bass. It's the Pants. It's the Bills. He'll take it from the 2. Reagor up the middle. Blocked by Slater. Gets by the kicker. He's going to go. It's a foot race with Bass. You can kiss him goodbye. Touchdown. 98-yard kickoff return. Reagor.
Shout out to Jalen Reagor. Also had a nice 36-yard catch in the fourth quarter. Shout out to Jalen Reagor. Obviously, we know he's a meme for being drafted above Justin Jefferson. And that was when he was drafted by the Eagles. And now Jay Jett is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. Superstar wide receiver for the Vikings. But that's actually pretty funny about all of that is they were on the same team last year. Reagor and Jay Jett, aka Justin Jefferson, on the Vikings. And now Reagor is actually Reagor was honestly one of our best players today, which is honestly kind of disgusting. But again, that's just the way it is with this Patriots offense, man. The defense, I mean, we got to talk about Kyle Duggar, man. This is a guy that is probably positioned to potentially get re-signed with the Patriots, but today he gave up a 50-yard catch to Dalton Kincaid, obviously one of the best rookie tight ends in the NFL this season, probably right behind Sam Laporta, to be honest. Just off the top of my head. I might be missing somebody, but just off the top of my head. Yeah, those are pretty good. Packers tight end as well. Kind of forgot his name. They kind of have like 2+ tight ends that just been pretty solid for them. So shout out to them. But they're really a young offense right there revolving around Jordan Love. But the defense today, Aaron James made a nice play. We got Alex Austin got to be his first career pick. So shout out to him. Kalen White made a couple of nice plays today. He had some pressure. Jalen Mills with a dumb, unnecessary roughness out Kincaid when he went ahead and hit him, even if he didn't catch. I know it's like a motion. You can't really stop it while it's going, but still, just thinking about it, not logically, but that's a dumb play. Now go through it after I go through the offense. Bailey Zappi today played terribly. Thankfully, this game showed the Patriots need to draft the quarterback in the first round. Hopefully, that guy's not Bo Nix. With all due respect to him, we really went through a guy like him, which I think could project like him, and that is Mac Jones. And I don't want to go through that again. I'm not going to waste another. This is Mac Jones' 3rd year in the NFL, correct? Okay. Yeah, I don't want to go through that again. Give me Caleb Williams, which I think the deal is gone, because if the Bears don't trade down, If the Bears trade down, they're not drafting a quarterback. I think they stay with Fields. I'm back. Nah, I'm back. I really didn't leave, but with all due respect, I still do think that Justin Fields is the guy for that Bears. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna draft a quarterback, and that's just my opinion. So I don't think they'll go for a quarterback. They may trade down to like the 2 or 3 spot with another team. I doubt the Pats trade up to number 1. That's not really a thing that Bill Belichick does. He instead trades down instead of trading up. We saw that a couple years ago when he traded the pick that went to the Ravens for now likely 2-time MVP Lamar Jackson. So yeah, that's disgusting. Under the Patriots offense today, Bailey Zappi today, 16 of 26, 209 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 3 picks. He threw a bad pass to Jasik in double coverage, threw a pick 6 to Rasul Douglas, and I forgot what the other play was as well. It was on another slant play as well. I forgot who intercepted it. We'll go through when I get to the Bills defense. But Bailey Zappi did not play a good game today. Thankfully, we need to go out and draft a quarterback. I was very, very scared that Zappi was actually going to perform decently well enough for Bill Belichick to, if he ends up staying, which I hope he does, at least as the head coach, maybe not as the GM, but as the head coach, they would go ahead and be like, maybe we don't need to draft a quarterback. Hey, maybe we don't need to draft a quarterback, but wait, we do, because Zappi is not that fucking guy. Zeke today, with no Roger Stevenson, is out for the season. We're putting IR. He was all right today. He had 14 carries for 40 yards in this touchdown right here.
First and goal from the 6. Elliott. He'll dive and drive and score. Ezekiel Elliott, 6-yard touchdown run.
Shout out to him. He's actually been pretty solid this season. I really wasn't high on the signing, but he hasn't been terrible. So he kind of is one of our only offensive players that actually produces. So shout out to Zeke right there. Bailey Zappi, 5 carries, 37 yards, and a touchdown right here as well.
Elliott in the backfield, Zappi on 1st and 10, blitzes on, moves up, he's right here. No one is there, he's going to take it in for 6. Zappi, first touchdown run of the season.
Kind of funny, after he threw the pick 6, and then he randomly gets that touchdown, and then he randomly gets, and also in that third quarter, but a nice like 17-yard touchdown. I mean, not a 17-yard touchdown, 17-yard run. I'm like, yeah, okay, Zappi, you want to troll and do all these picks and get all these turnovers, and you want to do that? Yeah, okay. I also got to mention Pharaoh Brown also fumbled as well off a pass from Zappi. Pharaoh Brown's usually been like a pretty big playmaker on the Patriots offense, even though he gets like at most like a catch or 2 a game, but he's been really good in the blocking. He had a really nice block on was it the Zappi touchdown run or something like that? Maybe another big play the Patriots had. Shout out to Pharaoh Brown. He's really underrated in terms of the block, I believe, both in the run in the pass game as well, if I'm not mistaken. Kevin Harris today, honestly, he had like a 13-yard run. I'm like, oh shit. I believe we drafted this guy like last year in one of the early like 4th or something rounds. He was on a practice squad. He got cut. Now he's back, and he's the backup running back with no Ty Montgomery, as he also got cut. Kevin Harris today, 2 carries today for 15 yards. Pop Douglas, aka Demario Douglas today, 3 carries today for 11 yards as well. Kevin Harris had like a nice screenplay that he almost took to the house. He had 2 catches today overall for 54 yards. Jalen Reagor at the end of the game in the 4th quarter, like I mentioned earlier, had that kick return touchdown for the touchdown for the first play of the game. But it's kind of reminded me of last year when y'all remember when that DeMar Hamlin situation unfortunately happened. Y'all remember the first kickoff, we kicked it off to the Bills to open up the game. Who was it again? The guy off with the Colts, now on the Bills, Naeem Hines, who got injured, I believe, this offseason in a snowboarding accident, I think it was, and he like messed up his like lower body, if his knee or his leg or some shit like that. I immediately, when I saw the Bills the first time we were in Orchard Park this year, the first game was in Gillette Stadium down here in New England. So I immediately got flashbacks. I'm like, oh shit, I remember this year from last year. And then I'm watching Jalen Reagor go, I'm like, this man Loki stumbled, but he went and he was out of that hole. Like, I'm like, let's go. And then I was like, oh, Tank Command back on. We need to go ahead and lose this game. Shout out to the Tank Commander, Chad Ryland. Honestly, the worst kicker in the NFL. Like, that dude is fucking awful. Of course, last game we needed a loss, get a higher pick. He wants to make a 56-yard field goal, but hey, in a game where if he made both field goals, this is a tie game. Obviously, at the end, the Bills just need the ball, so they would have ended up winning by 3 anyways, or they could have got a touchdown as well. But shout out to the defense overall. It's just Chad Ryland is literally the worst kicker in the NFL, and he fucking reeks. I tweet every single week. He needs to start getting ready to bag my fucking groceries, because that nigga is fucking god awful. Like the fact that Brandon Aubrey, I brought this up also like 2 weeks ago, was in the USFL and the MLS, and he's like the most efficient kicker in the NFL this season. Like, obviously, Justin Tucker probably still the best kicker in the NFL right now, currently and probably of all time. With all due respect to my guy, Patriots legend, Adam Vinatieri. But Brandon Aubrey's that guy. He's made every single field goal so far in his NFL career. I believe he has missed extra points, or maybe even extra points. But yeah, he's been absolutely incredible. Mike Gesicki today, 4 catches today for 35 yards. Pop Douglas 3 for 31. He honestly felt like he had a lot more than that. He had a drop that he had a nice hit from Micah Hyde on a pretty decent ball from Zap, even though it's kind of a hospital ball, which means that it was literally thrown, and if he caught it, he literally would have probably ended up in a hospital. That's just a tough ball placement right there. Pause. Tyquan Thorne today, 3 catches today for 24 yards. I only really saw 1 catch today for him, and it was like not even like 5 yards. Like Tyquan Thorne, I'm tired of talking about him. This guy was the 2nd round pick. The guy's a bust. Like this is another bust that Bill Belichick unfortunately has, which is why the Patriots need to move on from Bill Belichick, the GM. I still like Bill Belichick, the head coach, but Bill Belichick, the GM. Look at these offensive picks. Now you can bring out the defensive picks. Obviously, Marcus Jones, first team All Pro, not for defense, but for kick return and punt return. Keon was been pretty good this year. Christian Gonzalez was one of the leaders in defensive rookie of the year before his injury. So he's made good picks defensively. Can we just let Bill Belichick make decisions defensively and get somebody else for the offense? Like bring in the GOAT Tom Brady and be like, yo, Brady, you handle the offense, I handle the defense. Now I'm playing, but imagine Devontae Parker, 1 catch today for 15 yards. Zeke 1 for 6. Farrell Brown 1 for 5. I believe that only catch was the fumble, so that's kind of a hysterical right there. I also got a sack from Deatrice Wise, and there's the only sack of the day, if I'm not mistaken. Also got a pick today from Alex Austin, a former Bill who was drafted a couple of years ago, maybe even this or last year, and he got his first career pick against his former team. So shout out to Alex Austin. Again, it feels like I know he's been playing the last couple of weeks, but it feels like every week a random cornerback just spawns in for the Patriots. I don't think we got any Marco Wilson. I don't think we got any Marco Wilson playing time today or any snaps. Also, shout out to the Ravens. I'm making this video. I'm looking at my phone. They just clinched the #1 seed in the AFC. With a 56-19 win over the Dolphins. Yeah, the Ravens right now are comfortably the best team in the league. I tweeted it out yesterday. I made a video about that as well on one of my other pages. YKB, if you know, you know. But I was talking about the Ravens and how Lamar Jackson is the MVP right now. He just showed it as well. He did lock down the MVP. Lamar Jackson is, you can literally go and write it down on notes. Lamar Jackson tweet them MVP because that shit is fucking locked in and secured. Ravens are the best team in the league as well. The defense is arguably the best defense in the NFL. One thing we don't like about the Ravens is the run game, but Gus Edwards is a touchdown burst. Lamar Jackson is still one of the best runners in the league. He's improved a lot this year in terms of the passing game. Zay Flowers is that guy. Even without Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely is that guy. OBJ is not washed. That's my little talk right there on the Ravens because they need to respect. That team is underrated as fuck. Maybe not underrated, but really good, I should say. Yeah, a couple of nice plays today from, like I said, Keon White. Uche had a what's it called? He didn't have a good play. Remember, they were talking about it on the commentary. Tavai got injured. I'm not sure if he got back, but shout out to him. He's always underrated. He always makes pretty good plays. My bad. I'm just checking my phone real quick. Rager today, 2 returns today for 120 yards and a touchdown. Miles Bryant, 1 punt return for 2 yards. I still don't know why Miles Bryant is out there on the punt return. I mean, we saw Rager take one to the house. I don't know why he's not running both kick return and punt return, but that's Bill Belichick trolling as usual on special teams. Even though that's like one of his favorite positions, probably right after defense, to be honest. And then the offense, we know, is definitely third. And Chad Riley missed his only field goal. Yeah, I feel like Chad Riley missed 2 field goals today. Oh, yeah, he did miss 2 field goals. Because you want to know what? He missed one earlier, but now he missed one earlier in the game, and then he missed another one, but they called it a penalty on us. But he missed like a 53-yard field goal, and Bill Belichick was like, no. 5-yard penalty, I'm not making you kick a 58-yard field goal, even though you just made a 56-yarder the week before in that fake kick down there in Denver in the altitude. And he's like, no. he missed that like badly, and he barely made the extra points as well. Like chat about it. I know it's a mental game because I remember Brent Maher last year for the Cowboys. Like he was just missing extra points and things like that as well. I believe he got cut as well this season with the Rams, who've gone through like a million kickers. To talk about them, they've missed like 2 or 3 extra points today. Like I don't know what the fuck's going on with the Rams, but holy shit. Also, the Eagles just lost to the Cardinals. Like this is a crazy NFL week. Holy shit. Very, very crazy day after a very interesting Saturday, to say the least. But yeah, Bryce Barron today punts the ball 4 times for 176 yards, 44 yards per punt, and 1 out of 20. Also, shout out to the Bills kicker Sam Martin. He was like pinning us inside that like 5 or 10 every single time. That shit was so fucking annoying. Bills honestly didn't even play that well today. Like Josh Allen, 15 to 30, 169 yards, 0 touchdowns, a goose egg, and a pick. James Cook didn't even really run the ball that well today, to be honest. 60 carries for 48 yards. Josh Allen, 12 for 44, 2 touchdowns. He had more success on the ground than he had passing the ball today. Ty Johnson, 5 for 22. I don't remember Ty Johnson even getting a single carry, but I guess my eyes were just elsewhere for a little bit, I guess, because I don't remember that. Maybe at the tail end of the game while it was garbage time, and I was waiting for the game to come off of 2-minute warning, which was like 10 to 15 minutes, but that's a different topic for a different day. And Khalil Shakir had a carry, I guess, for 10 yards. No, ESPN, or not ESPN, on Google, it says he has 0 carries for 10 yards. Surely that makes sense. Stephon Diggs, 1 carry today for 5 yards. Very quiet Stephon Diggs. I saw he was averaging like 84 yards in his first 10, and the last like 5 or 6, he's averaging like 44. I don't know what it is with the passing game of the Bills the last couple of weeks, but as of recent, but they're not really getting the ball. Stephon Diggs is a superstar wide receiver, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, and he's just not consistently getting the ball. I don't get it. Those fans, I know you guys don't get it as well. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, they also got Kyle Allen, I believe, just kneeling the ball at the end of the game. I don't know what was going on with Josh Allen. I think he got injured, maybe in the medical tent. Hopefully he is good. 2 carries for -2. I believe were just 2 kneel downs from Kyle Allen. Stephon Diggs, like I said, 1 for 5, and Latavius Murray 1 for 0, as they put him in the 31. They put him in on 31. They put him in on 3rd and 1. They didn't get the first down. They punted it to us, and they ended up winning the game still. So that's just all you gotta know with the Patriots. Lethargic, pathetic, disgusting offense. Dalton Kincaid, they're really quiet as of recent. I actually picked him up fantasy like a month or so ago. It was cooking, and then he just hasn't been doing shit recently. And of course, against the Patriots, he wants to do some shit when he's on my bench. But I ended up starting Evan Ingram instead. But still, Dalton Kincaid today, 4 catches for 87 yards. Khalil Shakir, feels like as of recent, he's just been a pretty decent part of these Bills passing offense. 4 for 39 for Khalil Shakir. Stephon Diggs, 4 for 26. That's disgusting. He's so good, and the fact that he's being this underutilized is disgusting. I don't know if it's because the defense is just like pressing up on him, making it so tough for him, or he's not consistent getting open. I don't know. I'm not watching all 22 like that. I'm not that type of guy. Gabe Davis, 2 for 21. Again, he'll show up every so often with a big play. They do call him Big Play Gabe for a reason. Then 1 catch for -4 yards for James Cook. He honestly pretty much clamped James Cook, who's been red hot, just literally just fucked the Cowboys. So, and then hey, against us, we didn't really allow him to do his thing. Shout out to us. They got 2 sacks today from Terrell Bernard. They got a sack today from Ed Oliver, and that was in. They also got 2 picks today from Masoud Douglas, a former Packer. One of those 2 were a pick 6, and they also got a pick today from Ed Oliver, the big man, on a zappy, pretty bad throw. So the fact you're letting Ed Oliver, I believe, getting his first career pick as a defensive lineman, also got a sack as well. Like, that's just disgusting. Ty Johnson today, 2 returns on the kick return for 42 yards, and Deontay Hardy on the punt return, 2 for 18. Tyler Bass made both of his field goals, including a 35-yard field goal, and Sam Martin went ahead and punted the ball 6 times today for 291 yards, 48.5 yards per punt, and 6 out of 20. I'm gonna go ahead and speed run through this. In terms of the stats, team stats, that is, total yards, we had more total yards than the Bills, 294 to their 281. Passing yards, we had more passing yards than them, 191 to our 154. 191 of us to their 154. They had more rushing yards than us, 127 to our 103. We had more yards per play, 5.5 to their 4.1. They had 20 first downs to our 17. We were 4 for 10 on 3rd down. They were 6 for 14. A lot of it was us just setting them up with turnovers, especially Bailey Zappi turnovers in terms of picks, and putting them kind of in close to the red zone in really good field position that led to them scoring, because the Bills did not play well to the offensively. On third down in the end of the game, they did end up making time to throw to Josh Allen and running the balls with Josh Allen as well, but they did not play a complete game today at all. The defense, you can give them credit, but also it's just terrible plays from Bailey Zappi, who's just not that guy. Yeah, we were 4 on 10 on third down. They were 6 for 14 on fourth down. They were 0 for 1. We were 0 for 0. We had 68. I mean, they had 68 plays to our 53. We allowed 3 sacks. They allowed 1. They put on the ball 6 times. We put on the ball 4 times, and we still lost the game. They had 4 penalties today for 32 yards. We had 2 for 20. We lost a fumble. They didn't. We threw 3 picks, and they threw 1. And time possession, they had 32 minutes and 52 seconds to our 27 minutes and 8 seconds. Let me go ahead and look at Tankathon and look if it is updated. The Patriots should be now 4-12. And let's see what we are looking at. Okay, so by straight to schedule, we are 5 of 15. And the Patriots are now looking at, again, this healthy pick. Also, yesterday, shout out to the Cowboys, who I guess with their win yesterday in that troll win, because they didn't want to, they didn't say that Taylor Decker, the offensive lineman number 68, report as eligible to the official, who apparently now they're just like not gonna be officiating the playoffs. So shout out to them, I guess, for not using their brains. Yeah, the Patriots right now have the 3rd overall pick in the NFL draft. The Commanders are 2nd, the Pats are 3rd, and the Cardinals are 4th. I don't know why the Commanders are 2nd against. We both have the same strength of schedule, but they also have the tiebreaker over us. Does that mean anything? Because they beat us. But if they beat us, why don't we have the tiebreaker over them to go higher in the draft? I don't know how this shit works. But yeah, the Panthers right now, their pick is going to the Bears, who is officially done, is clinched. The Bears have the number 1 overall pick in the 2023 or 2024 NFL draft. They might draft Marvin Harrison Jr., or they might just go ahead and trade down. I think they potentially might go after MHA or trade down. That's just my opinion. The Commanders are 2-14. I mean, no. The Panthers are 2-14. The Bears now have that pick. The Commanders with a record of 4-12 are 2nd. The Pats, aka us, with a record of 4-12 are 3rd. Cardinals are 4-12, but they're 4-12 with the 4th pick. Now that they just beat the Eagles, which is a nice win for them. But they also could have had it. They also could have had the 3rd. They also could have had the 2nd overall pick if they went ahead and did that. And they also, I think they would have clinched the 2nd overall pick just about. I don't know if they would have clinched, but they would have gotten the 2nd overall pick pretty much if us and the Commanders lost next week, which I don't know what the Commanders are playing, but we're playing the Jets, and we might win that game. So I don't know. But yeah, the Giants are 5-11 with the 5th pick as of now. The Titans are 5-11 with a loss, I believe, today with a 6th pick. Chargers are 5-10 with a 7th pick. That's going to be nice to put their franchise quarterback Herbert with somebody. At least a top 10 pick. The Jets, who we play against, they are 6-10 with the 8th pick. And the Falcons, who are 7-9, have a chance of still winning the division somehow. So maybe even with a loss today against the Bears, they have the 9th pick. The Bears won today with the record of 7-9, and they have the 10th pick as well. The Bears, they're somehow still alive. I mean, I don't know if they can make the playoffs with a record of 8-9. I mean, potentially, I don't know how this really works. Yeah, the Bears, they still have 2 top 10 picks. They have their franchise guy, Justin Herbert. The defense, I believe, the running defense at least is like the 2nd best run defense in the league, and apparently their pass defense also was like top in the league as well. So shout out to the Bears. I did not know that y'all pass defense was that good. I definitely know y'all run defense was this good, because I've been looking at their stats usually every Sunday or every Saturday. But I'm looking through picks and shit like that, and I've seen the Bears. They got like one of the best run defense in the league. In terms of the pass defense, though, hey, I guess I was not familiar with y'all game, okay? But yeah, Pats got a number 3 pick as of right now. Nice loss, I guess, against the Bills. We'll see next week if the trolling can continue with the Pats against the Jets, and we can see if we can continue our collective winning streak against the Jets and bring that up to a 16-game winning streak against those freaks. We would have a record of 5-12, and I don't know how to check the schedule will work, but yeah, but we right now have the tied for we have one of the top strength of schedules in the league with a .515 or .515. So hey, let us cook. Drake May, Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison Jr. If you bought out to number 4 or 5 or a little bit more than that, Jaden Daniels, you're a Patriot. One of those four should be Patriots. If not, like, all due respect to Joe All, I know you're probably the best O lineman in this draft, but I did not go all this season to watch us draft an O lineman. Like, respectfully, I want a franchise quarterback or a franchise wide receiver, and simple as that. We have like $100 million in cap hits as well. It's time to cook. It's time to cook. But other than that, y'all, that is the video. So go down below, drop a like, comment down below. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. It's your boy John. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm out, man. Peace.